1 Corinthians 15:58, the Bible says, Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain. I love sports, haven't watched it much. Matter of fact, haven't watched it at all in the last couple of months. But I love sports. I used to coach. And one thing about basketball is basketball, some people say, is a game of runs. And we know that sometimes momentum switches teams. When a team has momentum and they're making a big run and they're just scoring, or the crowd is into it, we're in a hostile environment in the opposing team's gym, usually a good coach, will call timeout. They call timeout mostly to regroup and to talk to the teammates and say, hey, snap out of it. We're going to be okay. I know the crowd is in your head and in your ears and everything. They're just scoring. They're making defensive stops. So we call timeout to either ice the team or get the team and the crowd, if you will, to lose their rhythm. You know, during the past few months, a lot of Christians in America and in our church have lost our spiritual rhythm, if you will. We went to the lockdowns and church was quote unquote not as essential as it should be. And we understand church is essential and we need church and we've got to have church and we've got to meet together. But culture, if you will, and our government and sometimes even we think of a spiritual warfare with Satan, but they've called time out. And a lot of Christians during this time, we've lost our rhythm. We've lost our spiritual fervor. And I want to encourage your church, as right now, there's light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. It looks like we can be into some type of normality again. And I just want to encourage you, get that rhythm back. There's a story of a person that was in this cave, and they're going through this dark cave, and they're just walking and walking and walking. And as soon as they see a light, instead of going out and reaching for the Lord, and that's the light to get out of that cave, and they see that light, they think it's a train, they run dark or deeper and deeper and deeper back the other way. You know, there's some light at the end of the tunnel. I just pray and I hope and I encourage you, run to that light, and the light is Jesus Christ. So I'm just going to give you a couple tips here on how to get your rhythm back. Some of us have been out of rhythm, so how to get it back. Number one, real quick, is make God your priority. He should be your priority. God should be first place in our life. And how to get that rhythm back, that spiritual fervor back, and that spiritual rhythm back is make God our priority. Get in His Word. And just have a daily time with Him. See, if we don't spend time with God, we'll lose our vision. We'll lose our passion, and we won't know who we are. Somebody once said, we speak to God through prayer, and God speaks to us through His Word. I hope and pray we make God a priority, make His Word a priority, make being around God's people a priority. I love online services, and that's a good part when we couldn't meet. But right now we can meet. Get back in church. If you're sick and you can't be around here because of a different illness or so, we understand. But if you can be in church in person, be back here. Be around God's people. Make God your priority. Number two, get back on schedule. A lot of times right now during this time, our schedule is off whack. I remember I didn't even know what day it was. It's just like, what's today? What are we doing? And because of our schedule being out of whack, our summer usually are jam-packed with different activity. This summer, we didn't have much of that. So get back on schedule. What do? Get to sleep on time. Have a certain time to go to sleep. Have a certain time to wake up. The kids are getting in school this week. Make sure you start setting that time. What you need to do is sit down, write out a daily schedule for yourself. When you're getting up, if you're working at home, get up, get out of bed. Don't just stay in bed and work from home. Get dressed, get that shower, get that shave in, and get back on schedule. Put on that schedule your time with God. Put on that schedule your family time. Put on that schedule your work time. Put on that schedule your bedtime or whatever it might be. Get that schedule out and write it down. Write out a daily schedule. And I want to encourage you on that schedule. Go big on your spiritual life. Go big. Make sure you put on that schedule your walk with God, your attendance in church, your time out witnessing to people. We're going to have a faithfulness rally back again. I am so excited this Saturday. I want to encourage you, get on there, get back into the ministry, get back serving people. And then lastly, don't live by feelings. Somebody said this: if you do what you're supposed to do and it doesn't feel right or doesn't feel the same, what do? Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it until the feeling comes. If you don't feel like it, just keep on going, keep on going. I guarantee you the feeling will come. You know what? As you get back in schedule, we're getting back to our rhythm here. I want to encourage you. Make your walk with God priority. Make being with God's people a priority. And if you don't feel like it yet, keep going. The feeling will come. God bless you. Have a great day.